This morning I was having game crashes, and the game was crashing because I installed the TLC, a couple of David's mods, and yeah, they were crashing my game really badly. So I've uninstalled it and I've given it a test run, and there's no more game crashing. So it upset me quite a bit, but it is what it is, and it's not because of No Man's Land map and David's mods aren't compatible. It's that those mods are crashing every map that I have. So I've had to uninstall the mods, and it's a shame because the mods look great, they sound awesome, but they're no good. They're no good. So I've got rid of them, and we shouldn't have any more crashing going on. So where are we up to? We got our money back from our equipment that we bought and uninstalled. So we've got another 140 odd grand there that we didn't have before. Sorry, we've got almost 200 grand more than what we had before. So we're all good to go now. This here's my slurry tank. It was in getting a respray, and I got the old truck back, so I'm happy to have her back. This truck here, it started this farm, so left it all standard. I didn't have money to paint it or anything, so I've left it as is. I just give it a respray, and off we go, back into the truck, just like when I first started this build. Where are we up to? Well, we're trying to see, and anyone who's followed this series can know how much rain that we've had. It's been incredible, the amount of rain. And my fields, just let me bring this back up. My fields are soaked. They're 17%. Actually, they're 20% moisture this morning. 20% when I checked it this morning, before we had the 3 game crashes in a row. They were 20% moisture. So the grass also can't do anything with it. We can't seed. The biggest problem is this. This is the biggest problem. We have 2 days of planting season left, and we've got rain coming. Today's Sunday, and we have rain coming midnight tonight. We have rain from midnight to 6 AM till 9 AM, and then it looks like rain again Monday night. Now the last day I have to seed is Tuesday. Now with that extra rain, my fields are going to be more than 20% moisture content, and I cannot seed at 20% moisture. So am I going to miss this season of planting? You know, it's a little bit worrying. It's a little bit worrying, to be honest with you. Our cows haven't bred this season. They did last season. They haven't bred this season. We have no calves, therefore our cows aren't producing any milk. We have bought the milk sheep pen, but they won't give any milk until next season. Our chickens, for some reason, they've bred, but the eggs are few and far between, so something's going on with the chickens as well. We've sold the pig pen, we've sold the pigs, we sold the horses. Well, we sold the horse pen and gave the horses back. Yeah, the only thing keeping us going is cow manure, and cow manure. So we're not getting slurry because we're getting it all in manure. We're putting straw down for manure, so you're not going to get slurry. Distillate from the BGA, and what else is keeping us going? Wool, but I can't sell the wool because we're not getting top price for it yet. I'm only going to hold on to the wool until about 2 weeks before winter, and then that's when the price will be high. So the farm's looking in a little bit of trouble. I've got $228,000, but I'm paying a lot of money in interest every night at midnight. And I've got my bank loan maxed out. So the farm's sitting on a knife edge whether we're going to actually make it or not. Farm's in trouble. Excuse me. The farm's in trouble, and we can't seed. We're having a lot of problems seeding. The ground's just too wet. So I'm not too sure what to do about it. Come Tuesday, if the ground moisture's still too high, which I guarantee it will be because we're getting more rain again. It's been such a wet season so far, and it's rained more over the last 7 days than what it has the entire season last year. So if the ground moisture's still up high, I'm going to have to risk it and seed anyway, but we don't have much seed left. We've got just enough to do the 3 top paddocks. Those seeds don't germinate, which more than likely they won't, being too damp. I'm not going to have any seed for the following season if the farm is still even up and running. So that's the problems we're facing at the moment. We've got livestock that aren't producing. We've got chickens that aren't laying. We have no cows. We have milk sheep here that we're feeding, and we're not going to get any milk out of those until next season, just because they're young'uns. And our bulls, we can't sell our bulls because the bulls are all young'uns as well. So we're kind of, we can't rely on the bank to loan us any more money. They haven't got any. Well, we're not entitled to any more. We're already maxed our loan out. So we're in a little bit of a predicament here, and it's looking a little bleak. So I've got to get seed in the ground at all costs. At any cost, I've got to get germination happening. So good to see the game's not crashing anymore. So I do apologise to David, but mate, your mods are crashing all of my maps, and I just, no good, mate. Hopefully someone can inform you of it, and hopefully you can somehow rectify that. Because I used to use your mods all the time, and I couldn't remember why I had uninstalled them, but I went and reinstalled them last night in the anticipation of your new truck. And then I realised why I uninstalled them, and that's because they kept crashing every one of my games. So there's a conflict going on somewhere, but it's not the mods that I have, because I use the same mods every map, and yeah, I use the same mods every single map, and I never have game crashes. At the moment, I put the TLX back in. The game crashed on me 3 times in a row. I've uninstalled it and I've not had any problems since. So there's definitely, that's where the issue is. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to run this farm and it's a struggle. It's a struggle right now. So let's get back to business. We've got to get some more straw out and some TMR. it's looking at the moment, the farm's not going to survive until next season. Hopefully that rain won't come, and I hope the weatherman has got it wrong. But boy oh boy, if we got more rain coming, we are in big trouble. Big trouble. So yeah, the seeders were all ready to go. They're all tuned, they're all fueled, they're all fully packed with seed, their fertiliser's full. It's all ready to go, but we can't start planting or seeding because the ground moisture is at 20%. We have only tomorrow and the day after to seed. Today's already gone, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. We can't seed today anyway because there's rain coming again. We're just going to go up to the top paddock up here. Just going to go up the top paddock and just going to do a moisture check just to see if things have just dried out a little bit at least. But, we're in big trouble. The farm's not going to see this season. The farm's not going to see this season through. There's just no way. We'll just go down here and we'll go and do our usual check in the little bowl over here. There's a little lull. There it is there, at the bottom of the hill here. And here it is here. This is where all the moisture sits. So yeah, we're still at 20%. It's not looking good for the farm. It's not looking good for us, period. We're in big trouble. If we can't get seed in the ground, our farm will fail. And this entire build will have to be restarted again. We are in our second season and a quarter, so yeah, things are looking a little bleak. It's a worry. Alright, so two of the well, the dairy and the beef cattle need straw. So I reckon we'll get cracking onto that one. That way we got some manure to go and sell. There's a little bit there. The manure's just been managing to pay our interest off our loan, and that's all it's been doing. Just paying the loan, the interest. So we're not even knocking any of the debt off. We're just surviving enough to pay the debt. So we are in trouble. We're in big trouble. Farm's in big trouble. I'll just chuck a couple of more of these bales in. So we just grab this one at first. Just take the one, and then we'll grab a double, and we'll drop the double in as well. Get this one right up the top here if I can. Of course. If I was on any other view, we'd be over the top of that bloody thing. You play this game in first person, it fair dinkum rips you off, eh? Fair dinkum does. Alright, we'll grab, I think there's two on the floor sitting here loose. Yeah, there is. Yeah, those two. We'll grab those two fellas. We'll chuck them in. There we go, we've got them nice and tight. Right. Of course, we've gone too far now. What a fuck, this game annoys me. It really fucking annoys me sometimes the way it is, you know? It just shits me. It'll do everything it can to make it as difficult as possible for you to do anything in this game. Every time you back a trailer, it will make you hit a post that you're nowhere near. You go on the wide view, you're nowhere near it. It just does things like that. It's very annoying. And if FS22 is anything like that, I won't be buying it. Pure and simple. If the workers in FS22 are no good, I won't be buying it. If they don't fix up the glitch problems, I won't be buying it. If the game mechanics aren't fixed up, I won't be buying it. So I'll be sitting back and I'll be watching all the reviews. DJ Goham, I'll be watching him for sure, see what he says about it. CLP, watching him, see what he says about it. Raznik, Farmer Cop, all these blokes, all good fellas. They know their stuff. So I'll wait for their reviews. I think DJ's a little bit biased towards David at the moment with the TLX. The mods are great. Don't get me wrong. They look fantastic. He spends a lot of time on it. He's very talented. They sound good. They look good. They don't really handle the best. They're extremely stiff and rigid. And they keep crashing my game, and that really annoys me. That really annoys me that it does that. Like I said in the beginning of the video, of the recording here, I couldn't remember why I had uninstalled all the TLX, because all I used ever ages ago was TLX gear. I found I could have multitask for one set of equipment, but it kept crashing my game, and I thought it was FS19 that was doing it, but it's not. It's unfortunately the TLX models, and just it's no good. If it's crashing my game, it's no good to have. It's a shame. Like I said, I'm in Australia, and the Aerodyne that he made was my favourite truck. Loved it. I couldn't understand why it kept crashing my game. And so I uninstalled the TLX, everything TLX, and I haven't had a game crash since. So there's obviously a confliction there somewhere, and maybe it doesn't happen to everybody, but it happens to me. It's extremely annoying and frustrating. So if it comes down to we're out of straw. If it comes down to me having to uninstall a certain mod that I have that conflicts with his mods, I won't do it. All the gear I run with, I use the same mods for every map. I buy the same equipment for every map. I know how to operate all the machinery that I use, and to me it's the best of everything. I'm not fully upgraded on this farm yet. Still a few things, still a few bits of machinery. Still got a lot of old stuff that I don't generally use, only in the beginning of each farm build. So yeah, and I won't be getting any new equipment this season. We're on our knees right now. We're not far from shutting the farm down. We're financially in a lot of trouble. So $228,000 is not a lot of money, considering we got nothing coming in. We got no milk. We can't sell the wool. We got no milk. And chickens who I used to rely on to top the budget up, they're not producing any eggs, or very minimal amount of eggs. So something's going on this season. I don't know what it is. But yeah, the farm's in trouble, and we need to sort that out. Come on. Fuck me. So yeah, the farm's got to be sorted out, and the only way to do that is to have my animals produce. And I've got all the bulls out of the pen. I mean, we haven't got much straw left to bale, we haven't got much hay, we haven't got much grass. The rain has put a stop to that. So 20% moisture on the ground at the moment, and more rain coming tonight, and more rain will be through till 6 AM, and then there's more rain coming tomorrow at midnight, which will lead into Tuesday morning, which is our last chance to seed for the season. So I have no idea how we're going to survive and see this out. I really don't. We are in big trouble on this farm right now. Big trouble. We're not going to survive. It's just that simple. We are not going to survive this season unless something turns around drastically. Alright. So now everyone knows where we stand. We may have to start again, but whoa, look out, bozo. You think I want to run you over? Jesus. Go around the small dam here. There we go. Now I can hear the game. And hopefully that's not too loud. And hopefully my voice can be heard. So our bales are running real short. We need to do a bit more baling. The only positive thing about the bales is the silage to make TMR. That's come good. So it's cured and they're ready to use, both sheds. Can we? Wow, that automatically, all I had to do was drive past there, and that put the straw in that yard. Righto, that's good to remember. Just do a drive-by with some straw in the back. So yeah, the farm's in trouble, and I'm stressed about it. And the wife she's gone back to work. She's gone back to work up at the dairy house. She's making dishes up there. If you've been following the series, you'll see the new dairy hut. She's gone to work back up there to try and help the farm out a bit, at least, you know, bring a few bucks in. I think I'll shut this shed. We won't be coming back in there today. Night is not far away. Actually, yeah, actually, I'll take the old girl out. We'll use her to bring some TMR around. All right. We haven't got much TMR left either. We're almost out of that too. We're short on supplies. Oh, I wasn't watching. We're really short on supplies, and we may not be able to seed. There's a good chance we won't be able to germinate. We can seed, but we won't germinate. and that's a problem. That's a big problem. As you can see, we're almost out of everything, so we're in big trouble. We're not going to. What we've got will not even see half of the season through. As you know, when it hits winter, the cows eat twice as much. So yeah, paddocks get frozen over, so sheep will triple their intake of grass. So it's looking a little bit bleak at the moment, the farm, but nonetheless we're going to soldier on, and we're just going to keep going, and hopefully we'll keep the farm up and running. Once you start selling equipment, you know you're already heading for the brick wall, so you know we're already in trouble. Look out, Macca, get out of the way, mate. Go on, trying to get you some feed here, fella. Why don't you just stop in front of me, stupid? Oi. Hey, you want me to chop you up? You're only a calf, I know, but they're only young'uns. The game still has them as full-size animals, but they're only, well, they're 7 days old. They're only a week old, all these bulls. The big bulls, the mature bulls I got in the paddocks there, and they're not breeding with the girls, so that's our dairy farm there. We've got 140, and those sailors, oh, he's a newborn, that one. Where's the I don't know what's going on with this game, eh? There's something going on. I've got my mature bulls in there. Something's going on. Alright, so we just need to go up to the cow shed, really. Hey, alright. We'll go and get that done. That'll be about 5:30 before we're finished there. I want to load up some manure and get it out to the BGA, and that'll cover our interest for the night. We won't make much money off it, but that's sitting out there ready to go. I tried to have the back door open for all that rain we had so it could flush the trailer, but the back door didn't want to stay open, so yeah, it's only going to have manure in it anyway. Can we please? Yeah, thank you. It's going to be a real testing time this season. I don't think there's ever been such a time where I've had so much rain. So much rain. It's crazy. We've had, out of the 7 days of this season, we've had 6 days of heavy rain. You know, we're not coping with that too well. These girls are ready for sale, I reckon. We'll get rid of them if worse comes to worse. At least that way we'll still keep our main dairy, and we'll just have to sell these for meat. So well, at least they didn't eat too much. The cows aren't eating very much this season either. I'm not too sure why. They didn't breed and they're not eating much, so yeah, farm's in trouble. As I keep saying, farm's in big trouble. Okay, we'll just go and park this trailer up. I think we'll load up now with some manure, and hopefully we'll get a full load. I think we got some digestate from the manure that we took in there, was it yesterday or the day before? Oh, I hate how the please, come on. Fucking camera. What the hell? Alright, so we're going to do some manuring now. We're going to take that to the BGA. Hopefully we get back before it's dark. Righto, put this old girl away. So I've got to upgrade these two. The Fiat I got in there and this girl, we need to upgrade them. But for now they're doing a good job. They've all been fully serviced and they're doing real good. They're doing good. They got this farm started. So no complaints there. Let's go and do a manure run. I'll just bring this trailer up. Alright. Just bring this trailer up here and we'll go on a manure run. And that'll pay the interest for another day. We're just scraping through every day. It's not good. It's not good at all. Actually, I'll turn around because we're going to go to the dairy field after this one and top it up with more manure. So it only makes sense. Do us. Yep, not bad. Get a few buckets, maybe 4. Maybe 3,200 litres. And we'll probably get about the same from the dairy manure pit. So we'll be close to a full trailer. Very close to a full trailer load as an estimation. This is it. Our farm is relying on shit. Our farm is relying on shit to pay our bills. Everything we have on the farm has failed us this season. Breeding season's been passed, so I'm going to pull the bulls out. We're not going to leave them in the field there. We're going to put the bulls out to pasture with the other bulls. We'll leave the girls on their own, and hopefully that'll bring them into season. Well, we've missed the season. Season's gone. Breeding season is over. So I think we'll pull the bulls out, put them out in the pasture, fatten them up a bit, and get them to breed before. I'll get them to breed for next season before we sell them off. And send them out to slaughter. I think that'll do us here. That's enough manure. That's all of it, I should say. It's a tiny smidgen in the corner, but not going to worry about that. There's a difference between $200 or not, you know, it's pointless. So we'll just collect this up here. Oh, well, there might be a bit more in here than what I realise. Yeah, it's certainly filled up from this morning when I drove by. Yeah, we're going to have a full trailer. This is awesome. So that pays our mortgage for the night. Mortgage payment kicks in at midnight. We'll have that paid at least. But we're not making any profit. We're going backwards, if anything. Yeah, it's somewhat of a struggle right now, but we're going to battle through. Close this door. This fucking kid keeps screaming. I'd like to smack it in the mouth. Fucking retard. Screaming cunt.